spotted.
Welcome to a video on how to get good at the goalie star. Perhaps the all-star that is more well known to cheese the shit out of one-on-one fights so fucking hard that you could invent new flavors of cheese with how much fucking salt your opponents are going to be spewing after you slap them back to their fucking spawn. Let's get started. The goalie star is a variant of the all-star class whose mental capacity is completely zero, as they always thought they were on the film set for the next Friday the 13th movie, even going as far as to steal a hockey mask and started killing hot people for a living. His primary weapon of choice is of an ice puck fuck launcher which rapidly fires every single fuck he has to give about opinions on Twitter and how people should stop being horny for a literal fucking sunflower. The weapon fires at 600 rounds per minute and can fire for up to an impressive 6.2 consecutive seconds before suffering an overheat, where the weapon will become unavailable for the next 3.2 seconds. Each shot fired can deal 5 damage for a normal hit and 6 for a critical hit, though the weapon does have a slight amount of drop-off, with it going down to 3.5 damage for a normal hit and 4.2 for a critical hit at mid-range. Because of his firing time is significantly longer than most all-stars, only being rivaled by the likes of motocross, you can keep applying pressure for long periods of time against enemies, making sightlines difficult to cross, as well as keep damage flowing for longer periods of time. This also makes him much easier to handle heat control due to how long he takes to overheat. Additionally, although goalie stars' projectiles travel the same speed, they are launched at a slight upward angle, meaning you won't have to aim as high at longer distances when taking gravity into account. Now with that being said, this isn't the only thing this Tesco home brand Jason Voorhees shit stain has to offer, as he enlisted in the job of making people spike their controllers and become a certified racist. That's right, he is also an ice variant and can ruin your plans faster than a 9-year-old soiling his pants when you crush their hopes and dreams by telling them you accidentally shot Santa. When the goalie star hits an enemy a few times, they will be chilled and will move slightly slower, making them easier to catch up to. If the goalie star manages to hit them approximately 15 times in rapid succession, then the enemy will be completely frozen solid for the next 2.1 seconds, where they will be absolutely completely fucked and will be unable to move or use abilities. Use this time to either just WM1 that bitch, or if you really cannot be fucked, use either your sprint tackle or the child from the local orphanage with a death wish and an explosive fetish in order to finish them off for you, because you clearly lack any fucks to give and just want to move on to the next victim. And honestly, we can't blame you. The optimal upgrade setup for the goalie star would be the ice, health recon, and overheat upgrades, with the overheat and ice upgrades being especially important as they allow the goalie star to fire for an entire 8 seconds straight and freeze enemies extremely quickly, and the health regeneration upgrade as to allow you to recover quickly from fights that you cheese. In terms of strengths, goalie star's long firing time and ice effect allows him to easily keep pressure against enemies for long periods of time, and when he freezes a victim, if done quick enough, he can just hold down the shoot button and can just continuously dump tons of damage into the now defenseless victim. However, as with most ice variants, there is quite the sharp decline in damage output, especially when compared to stock, making goalie a more supportive all-star. Additionally, sunflowers or any source of healing will reset the freeze counter completely and will prevent them from being frozen, essentially hard countering you. Thanks to this guide, you will now be the master of cheesing the ever-living shit out of the enemy team by just holding WM1 when you freeze someone, and be satisfied as you hear the sweet sound of their controller being spiked against the floor. Be sure to come back for the next episodes next week. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more shit like this. Have fun.